The world is changing. We live in a world full of entrepreneurs and startups. There are more startups being created every year, and that makes it really difficult for corporates to navigate that complex ecosystem. How do you figure out the right challenges to work on? When you find a great partner, how do you scale that partnership? Well, here at The Bakery, we've developed a set of mantras, a guide, a roadmap, a set of beliefs, if you will, that allow corporates to work with startups in a really productive and efficient way. Have a listen to them. Let us know what you think. Have we missed anything? Get in touch. Can't wait to hear.
We've arrived at this mantra because time and time again we have seen people arrive at one technology solution, whether that be AR, VR, blockchain or AI. And when they start with a particular technology, they're not really sure what they're trying to solve and therefore what they would achieve if they did solve this problem. It's really critically important to understand that if you solve a problem, what the outcome will be and who in the organisation will care about this, what it will mean to them and what it will deliver to them if the problem is solved. So it's really important that you always start with the problem.
For lots of organisations, only big initiatives in big markets are interesting. But the only way to create new products and services is to start small. Getting big things done from step one is really, really hard. So think like an entrepreneur, think big. What's the biggest, hardest goal you want to solve? But start small. Do the smallest first step that you can. Figure out what is actually going to work for you and then plot the journey from starting and scaling that idea. Think big, start small.
No matter how big your organisation, it's impossible to hire all the best talent in the world. Whether you're Google, Facebook or Amazon, there are amazing people doing incredible things everywhere. By using open innovation, by building global networks, you can access this talent. You can harness this ecosystem of ideas and collaborate with them to do incredible things and solve your biggest, hardest challenges. No one has all the best talent.
No one can predict the future. If you had $1 million to invest, would you put it all in one company? Of course not. You would spread your bets and double down on the ones that did well. And it's just the same with corporate innovation. It's very hard to know which technology or startup will drive the biggest returns for you. So the right thing to do is to test lots of small things and see which ones work, and only scale the ones that drive real returns for your business. Make lots of small bets.
Incentives are often about money, but money isn't everything. A startup might want access to data, customers, or expert knowledge. Money might be a secondary outcome. By understanding what success looks like for both the corporate and the startup, you can align incentives and create a win-win.
There are an incredible number of new technologies being built all over the world. 100 million new startups are launched every single year. And those people are building solutions to problems that they perceive to be out there in the world. I mean, imagine if you could take those solutions and test them against your problems. You can actually test multiple pre-built pieces of technology against your problems and then just scale the ones that work. The reality is that people are out there all over the world already solving your problem without knowing it. We can find them, show them how to test their solutions against what you need to solve. Somebody somewhere has solved your problem.
Big always used to beat small. Big companies spent years building defensive moats, big supply chains, manufacturing, and distribution. And this kept out the competition. It kept out small, early-stage companies. But in the new world, technology has enabled startups to do more with less. And the things that protected big companies before have now stopped them from adapting in the new world. In the new world, fast beats slow.
If you think about the most successful entrepreneurs, they move fast. They test hypotheses before scaling the things that work. They question the status quo and they're not bound by legacy. They can actually move really fast into new areas. And if you're going to be successful in corporate innovation, you really have to start thinking about innovating like entrepreneurs. Figure Figure out what your hypotheses are, scale the things that work, and really try and let go of those subjective biases that have kept you doing the same thing all this time. Forget the status quo, innovate like an entrepreneur.
Software is changing everything around us. It's changing how we socialize, how we shop, how we do business. Whether you're a physical retailer, distributor, consultant, manufacturer, software will start eating the world you are in. It's imperative that you embrace this technological change and keep up in this new world. Software is eating the world.
You know, it's not just about incentives. In order to really succeed, people have to be completely invested in the outcome. If a business person fails at delivering a piece of technology, they might not get the bonus or they might need to move to another role. But if an entrepreneur fails at delivering a piece of technology, they might not eat and the children might not have a school to go in the end of the day. That's a very big difference in terms of the outcome. But if you work with entrepreneurs who are completely invested at solving your challenge, they work day and night to make sure that product is delivered and it gets the real outcome that you're looking for. It's very important for people that want to make a difference to have real skin in the game.